What is going on, guys? Jay here from Mali and Jay. Today in this video we're gonna be checking out finally the Umidigi S30 Pro after waiting for it for approximately 3 months, and it got to a point where I kind of forgot about this device because again I was anticipating it way earlier than I got it. But anyways, I think it's never too late, especially since I took my time to test it for 2 weeks using my AT&T SIM card and using it as my primary device. So again, this is a very cool device with very good specifications, and the price is quite acceptable considering that it's only about $250, and that's not including any coupons that they may have or promotions on Amazon. So getting a look here at the back side of the box, where we find the specifications. This one is carrying the Helio P70, also known as the MTK6771T. The GPU is going to be the Mali G72. It comes with 6 GB of RAM, 128 GB of internal storage, Android Pie 9.0. It has a 5150 mAh battery, which again is the main highlight of the product here. And also the build quality, like I said before, it has a ceramic back and it is in black color. And it is supporting the LTE bands for AT&T and T-Mobile and other prepaid companies as well. We get a 48 and a 12 megapixel camera on the backside made by Sony, and a 20 megapixel selfie camera. And again, the specifications are not disappointing whatsoever, especially at this price point, and it comes with a US warranty. So anyways, getting a look inside of the box, well, here we're gonna find just some covers protecting the product so it is safe for shipping. And here we can see a little thank you card from Umidigi. Very nice and touching. I have seen this in the past. And on the back here we have some QR codes to enter some giveaways. So anyways, inside of the box we get this time the US charger, and here we can see the specifications of it. It is quite heavy as well, so definitely a great charger. I already tested it and it does work very nicely with this device. And then here we have the USB Type-C, and it's made with this material that feels like cloth. And here you can see it, very nice, and it seems to be durable as well and quite long. And finally, here we get the phone. So on the back side here you can see that it comes already with a case, which is really nice. We get here the dual cameras, the fingerprint scanner. But anyways, inside of the box we have left here the manuals, in which nobody reads. It says link to the world, and that's all we get here inside of the box. Alrighty guys, so first things first, let's go ahead and remove here the case, that way we can take a look at it. And this is a silicone case, and it looks very nice and well built. Okay, and it does protect the device entirely, which is really cool. On the back side here, as I mentioned before, we have the fingerprint scanner. Here we can see that ceramic back, and it is gorgeous. Definitely better than glass in every single way, even on the feel of it. And then here we get the dual cameras. Like I said, we have a 48 megapixel and a 12 megapixel with the LED flash right there and the Umidigi logo. On the right side of the device here we get the volume rockers up and down with the power key. On the bottom side we have the USB Type-C with the loudspeaker, the main microphone, and yes, we do have a 3.5mm headphone jack. And as I mentioned before, guys, we have a 5150 mAh battery on here. We get the SIM tray, dual SIM, dual standby, or you can do one SIM card and the TF card up to 1 terabyte. And then here on top, we get the secondary microphone, and that's pretty much it here for the physical aspects of this device. Let's go ahead and get it started here. It is running Android Pie 9.0, and here we can see the boot animation. Very common, simple, clean, and efficient. So this device does come with NFC as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't have wireless charging. It does have face recognition, which is really cool. And again, it is a very nice, well optimized device, at least for the battery. I guess the Helio P70 is not only powerful, but it's also a power efficient processor. And that's something that a lot of us look forward to when purchasing a device. This phone would not disappoint you in the battery side. The display looks beautiful, the colors are great. As I said before, it has 410 ppi on a 6.3 inch display. And as we can see right here, guys, at least on the website, they are claiming that it has a 93% screen to body ratio. So all we really get is the water drop notch up here. With the camera, it doesn't have a notification LED, unfortunately, but we do get the ear speaker right there. And on the bottom here we have a very tiny chin. as you can tell, and I am already getting notifications. Let's go ahead and unlock here the device. So anyways, the first thing I want to do here quickly is test the fingerprint. As you guys can tell, it is almost instant, and it does work with both of my fingers that I recorded very nicely and efficiently, guys. Again, a very nice device, at least on the basics. When it comes to the fingerprint, when it comes to the cameras, they all work very nicely, and I'll be talking about the cameras here in just a second. But anyways, here we have the UI. Again, Android 9.0. We can actually confirm that here on settings. If we go all the way to the bottom, we go to where it says system, and then we go here to where it says about S3 Pro, and then here we can see all the specifications of this device. Here we have the RAM, the memory, and all that good information. So again, they haven't lied about their specifications. As a matter of fact, I can never remember a time where Umidigi lied or faked anything about their operating system or features. Everything is always on point with this company. And getting here into settings, we have some little good features like gestures and whatnot, like a smart assistant here. You can see we can customize the buttons. We can customize here the applications that you want to block. You can do that directly from here. So it has these little, I call gimmicks, but some people find them very useful, and I do as well. So at least we get those extra features that we don't see on every Android device out there. So here again, we had so that we can set up the fingerprint, and it comes with face recognition as well, and it works very nice and fast. But anyways, if we go here into the Antutu benchmark, we can see the scoring just for reference purposes. What we get here, about 145,000, which is half of a flagship device nowadays. If you go here into my device, here we have the information and details about the S3 Pro, about the storage. We get the CPU. Everything is mentioned on here. And by the way, guys, this is a 10-point multi-touch screen. You can check it out right now. So it went up to 7 so far. So yes, it is a 10-point multi-touch. And this is something that I haven't mentioned in a very long time on these devices. Some of them are 5-point multi-touch. I don't know why you guys will have 10 fingers on here, but at least it's always great to know that it has it. So anyways, getting here into the app drawer, I also got the Geekbench scores on here, and I think they are on history. And here we can see the single core, not that great, 1533, and the multi-core, not that great either, 5828. So this is definitely standing in the budget line. It is not a flagship device whatsoever, but physically it does look like one, if you guys ask me. I mean, the qualities of this device are just unreal. I mean, it is just absolutely beautiful all the way around, and you can't deny it. So here, let's go ahead and now talk briefly about the camera. As you know, we have a dual camera setup on the backside. The quality is great. It comes with electronic image stabilization. We set it up here on video. We go into settings, we can see it right there. And actually out there, when I was testing it, it was doing quite well. But the only thing I noticed, and I think it has to do with the software, is that when you refocus to different objects, sometimes the colors tend to change. It gets a little bit darker in certain points, and then sometimes it gets way too bright. It doesn't have HDR, it doesn't have optical image stabilization, and it doesn't record in 4K. This is just a 1080p recording device. And the selfie camera, well, here you guys can see that it doesn't do that bad either. Okay, it has face recognition. It can record up to 1080p. And if I forgot to mention, the camera has AI technology, which means artificial intelligence. It is able to distinguish what products are being pictured. So if it is animal, it will know if it is, let's say, an object, anything, a spoon, a coffee mug, you name it, any object, it will be able to recognize it. That way it gives you the best picture ever. So when it comes to the camera, I wasn't disappointed, but I'm not super happy with it either. I think it can improve with some software, but nevertheless, for the price, it is definitely a great competitive camera. Also, when it comes here to the loudspeaker, well, the loudspeaker, it does work, but it's not what I expected. I expected something a little bit louder, possibly a stereo speaker. I mean, stereo speaker is becoming something, I would say, quite common now, quite basic. If you go here in my channel and we go to my videos, here you guys will notice what I'm talking about. I'm gonna play this video, which is about the iPhone 11 copy, and you guys be the judge. Hey, what is going on, guys? You're here from Mali G72. Today, once again, we are coming here with the unboxing and the hands-on of another replica, and this time is about the unreleased iPhone 11. I think it's going to be called the iPhone 11 Max because of the fact that we have a bigger screen like we did on the iPhone XS Max and even the iPhone X. So as you guys can hear, the quality is definitely not that great. I mean, it sounds a little muffled. It sounds like it's too flat. It doesn't sound 3D whatsoever. I mean, it is just not a great loudspeaker whatsoever. In the future, maybe with the S4 Pro or whatever device they come up in 2019, they can improve that loudspeaker because it is definitely not the best. But now when it comes to the ear speaker, this device is currently supporting what we call HD voice, and it's coming from AT&T. If you guys can't see it, it is right there, it says HD 4G, and it is in fact 4G LTE, by the way, but it is supporting HD voice, and I don't have a complaint about the ear speaker. It is doing a tremendous job. When it comes now to the gaming on the S3 Pro, it does quite well. Right now here I have Ospo 9, and it does load very nicely. It doesn't overheat the phone, it doesn't stutter, it doesn't crash. The processor, the Helio P70, is doing a great job together with the GPU, which is the Mali G72. In combination, they're doing a great job keeping the device fast and fluent at all times. Another thing that I almost forgot to mention about the S3 Pro, and I want to bring it back, and it has to do with the display, is the glass itself. We know that this is Corning Gorilla Glass number 5. However, I am noticing, guys, that I'm getting more scratches than usual than I do with other products that carry the Corning Gorilla Glass 5. This one already has like 4 or 5 deep scratches by just carrying it in my pocket. So here's one of them. Here's another one. So far here on the camera, I can show you about 3 of them. So I'm not sure if it is a true Corning Gorilla Glass 5 or maybe it is another one. Maybe they just made a mistake. I'm not sure, guys, but the glass doesn't seem as durable as I've seen on other devices out there. So with this being said, I think that now we have completed here the unboxing and the semi-review of the Umidigi S3 Pro. You guys need to let me know down below what you think about this device. Will you buy it? Would you pass? Or would you just simply, try it out and see if it's worth it? And if it's not, well, you are getting it via Prime. So some of the flaws that I noticed, other than not having wireless charging, is the fact that, well, the camera doesn't support many things that are popular out there, like 4K recording, doesn't have optical image stabilization, and yeah, I mean, other than that, I think that everything about this phone, especially on the battery side, which I was able to get 2 days of usage, is great. So let me know again on the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share as much as you can. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next one.